Hi guys, a little bit of a throwback to some videos I did a couple of years ago concerning my Porsche Cayenne. Now, in the comments I've been asked quite a few times that do you still have the car? And it's a simple one-word answer: no, I do not. And there are many reasons behind that, some big, some small, but anyway, it's a bit of a story. After the last video, or at the end of the last video, I kind of posed the question, would I buy another one? And I said, yes, I would. And I would probably make it the V8 version. And that was how my mind was made up at the time. Do I still think that? No, I do not. The reasons being are, after I made that video, that summer I had the car, just a simple service, and everything was going well. And as I got up to the following winter, I replaced the tailgate struts. They're electronic or electric, and very, very simple job, no problem at all. And I had it booked in with the wonderful guys at sorry, idiot's pulling out. The wonderful guys at DW Performance. Big shout out to Carl and that there. Do take your Porsche there if you need work done. They are fantastic guys, very, very reasonable as well. But I had it booked in. It's come up for an MOT. I knew that the seatbelt webbing was getting a bit frayed. It was like that when I bought it. I knew I needed new front brake pads and a couple of other little bits. But in waiting for that appointment, which was just into the new year, suddenly my alarm would go off all of the time. Even if you left the car unlocked, it would lock itself and the alarm would go off about a minute later. And the only way I could actually shut it up at the time was to remove the front passenger seat, get into the battery and disconnect the battery. So when I took the car over to DW for the work I'd already pre-booked, I'm kind of outside sort of saying, look, can you fix this as well? And they thought it'd be something very simple, alarm siren, maybe alarm control unit or whatever. But it turned out that the problem was a little bit more complex than they first thought. And Carl was sending me pictures where the whole of the centre part of the roof there, we got the garage door opens and what have you, which is where the alarm module sits apparently, was all hanging down. They were going through absolutely every single part, trying to track this problem down. When they were scanning it, it didn't come up with any codes. So it was a little bit of a mystery. Not a little bit, it's a big mystery. So anyway, they took it over to Porsche in Leicester, and they had it for a little while, and they were trying to scan it. They had it connected to their computers, and then they actually had to contact Porsche Germany, or Porsche, for the purists again, because that was noted on the comments, in Germany, and connect up there. And eventually they found out that it was actually the body control module that had failed. Now, normally these fail due to like water getting in, but I had all the sort of drains cleaned. There was no water ingress at all. And they kind of eventually traced it all back to a sensor in a panoramic roof, which was telling the car that it wasn't shut or something like that. And that kept continuously sending a signal back to the body control module, which eventually gave up and said no more. And it took so long to get this done, and then eventually they got a body control module. In fact, in the meantime, I'd supplied a couple of door actuators, because that could always be a problem for the rear doors, and various other bits which we looked at. But we got through body control module, then that had to be coded into the car, and at the same time they were trying to code out this sensor as well, so it didn't continue being a problem. Yeah, and that means the car was off the road for over 5 months. I dropped it off just after the new year, and I picked it up again at the end of May. And yeah, so in total, what with the other problems that I'd had previously, that meant in 2 years of ownership, my car had been off the road for over 7 months. And by the time I got it back, I really didn't want it anymore. I'd had enough of it by then. I decided that was it. I needed to change. So at that point, I went literally the following month, part exchanged the car, and that was it. It was gone. And it kind of like really sort of like affected my idea of like Porsche ownership. I've had a few 911s, as you may know. Absolutely love them to pieces. But this Cayenne, I would never buy another. That was it. That all of that time off the road, I mean, a Range Rover would have done better. So anyway, that's how the Cayenne ended up. If you still want to buy one, check one out. Make sure you have a good look over it. The one I had was a full Porsche service history. That kind of doesn't really mean much when they fail, or this one failed as often as it did. But anyway, that's by the by. It's done now. It's done a long time ago. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update on that, and look forward to the next video. I will get another SUV at some point. I kind of got a stopgap car, which you may have seen in another video, or know about in another video. I'll do a quick little rundown on that because it's so boring, but reliable. And that's it. So like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Take care all, and safe driving.